in 2017, it was a big year for you. Not only did you release your first album, but you also came out regarding your sexuality. So what was it like during that time of your life? I can't imagine that it wasn't.
It was a queer year.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I would love a world where if you don't want to come out, you don't have to. I think that you should date whoever you want. And like my children, I hope, yes, my beautiful girlfriend. My children, I dream of a where they can say, you know what, maybe I'll try a date with a woman, a man, whoever it is, and you don't feel the pressure to pick a box and a label, because human beings, we have the capability to love each
That's
other so
right.
beautifully. So it was difficult. It was hard. Talk about pressure. A lot of people were like, oh, well, you're having music come out and now you want to be associated. I don't want to be associated with anything other than a human being. The world, unfortunately, tries to put us all in boxes. So it was difficult. It was a lot. It changed my perspective on the world, but I have such a blessed life. And if I can use what I learned to help anybody, that's when I'm most grateful. And then Red Table, you know, we took a lot of these issues to the table, and I received people saying, you know, thank you so much. It helped me have the conversation with my mom, with my family. So I'm grateful.
Good.
But yeah, it was tough, but it was great.
Oh, Emily, you know what? And this is the reason why we have to talk about this, because I'm sure it was difficult coming out to your family. How did you grow from the situation?
Yeah, well, it's a little complicated because my experience was kind of taken from me. I was kind of like outed to my family. And by the time that I was ready to say, you know, hey, I'm in love with this girl, this is what happened, they were like, oh, you know, I already knew that. And it was painful because you need to get ready for that experience.
Yeah, and you want to do it how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was painful and really difficult. And, you know, my grandma passed away, and I never got to share it with her because people were afraid. You know, like on that episode, we say, my mom told me, you know, if you tell your grandma and she passes away, that's going to be your fault.
Oh.
And I know that she was just trying to protect me. And
That's big pressure.
Yeah, and now we understand it's just a fierce love and protection for the people that you love. But that in that moment was really difficult for me to hear. And I never told her, and she passed away. And that's the one thing that I regret. But I know she knew. I know she knew because we had a really incredible relationship. And that's the one thing I say, like, you can't let anybody take you from your path. You got to be yourself, you know?
right.
But, you know, I know she knew deep inside, and she would love me either way.
Yeah.
That's incredible how transparent you've been. You've literally become a champion for queer Latina representation. So I want to know, why is it important for you to advocate and use your voice, especially in our community?
Yeah. Us Latinos, girl, ay. We got all of us, human beings. But there's a lot of stigmas and a lot of avoidance, right?
Yeah.
We don't talk about things.
Yeah.
I think that for a lot of families, we continue to love each other and play this pretend game, like we don't want to get to know each other. And I know so many people who have said, you know, I've been gay 20 years and now I feel a little less alone to talk about it. When I was growing up, I think the first gay couple I saw on TV was on Grey's Anatomy when I was like 17 years old.
Wow.
I didn't have anybody that I could look towards and say, hey, that's me out there, and I'm not
Right.
alone, and I'm going to be okay.
Right.
So if everybody knows that you're not alone, you're going to make it through it.
Yeah.
And you just got to work on yourself before anything so that you can love others. And so I will always be transparent when it counts, when I can do something with it. And so I hope people feel it.
I love that. We do, and we appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.